Trying a different audio test. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeremy Parrish from usgamer.net, and you're watching our live stream for Tuesday, September 2nd. Is it really September? 2014, yes. I was suddenly taken back in time by all these 8-bit graphics I'm looking at. I'm going to be playing Bionic Commando for NES, game by Capcom from 1988, I believe, and we're going to see how far I can get. Maybe I can beat the game. Wouldn't that be amazing? So here we go. Bionic Commando. Got a little plot exposition to start us off. Colonel Campbell and some other dude talking about stuff, telling me what to do. I guess these are the guys on the helicopter. They're my command squad. They're relying on me. This is important. So, Bionic Commando kicks off with a little bit of plot exposition, and then you have this exciting map where you can either descend or transfer, but in Area 0, you can only transfer, so that's what I'm going to do. At Area 1, you can descend or transfer. It'd be kind of funny if I transferred, so let's try it. And already, oh, I'm in combat. I didn't think you could do this for the longest time, but it turns out you can. So I'm gonna run around and shoot dudes. He's armed with a bazooka, and I am not. Okay, so running around to this top-down area, I picked up a eagle emblem, and those will allow me to continue. You start the game with no continues, but you can collect them in the top-down zones. The top-down zone that I just ran through is not the normal gameplay. It's kind of a throwback to the game Commando, which, you know, Bionic Commando technically is a sequel to, but not really. There's a kind of weird history with this game. In Japan, Bionic Commando is called Top Secret, and the arcade game Top Secret had nothing whatsoever to do with Commando. They called the game Bionic Commando in America, and I guess those top-down zones, which I'm going into again, were added to the NES game, which was also called Top Secret in Japan, as kind of a throwback or connection. Oh, very sad. Kind of a connection to the game Commando, which of course plays with this top-down perspective. And, wow, did I just miss a power-up? Oh my god, I didn't know that was possible. Anyway, like the original Commando, you start out with the ability not to take any damage whatsoever, but the game quickly distinguishes itself. Let's descend into the first area and check out to see what happens. When you enter an area, you can choose a weapon, some supplementary items, and a communicator. All of these are very important for the game, but at the beginning you only have one communicator and one gun to choose from, so that's what I'm going with. The thing that distinguishes Bionic Commando from most action games is that I can't jump. I press the A button and nothing happens. Instead, I have to use my bionic arm to swing. And that's a big part of the game. So it takes a little while to get used to it, but it's a pretty cool setup once you do, because you can really fly around, climb. It's a very vertical platformer as opposed to horizontal like Mario games. So you climb up the top of this tower, and there's a communication room where you can talk to people. Or actually, you just kind of listen to their communications. Communicate lets you listen to your allies, including MA1 here, who's been waiting for me. He's letting me know about the fact that there are lots of allies to find throughout the game by going to these communication rooms and communicating with them. So that's nice. I'm not alone here. I'm off to save the world, but not by myself. And in the communication rooms, you can also choose wiretap, which allows you to listen to enemy communications and pick up data and information, although a lot of the times it's really vague like this. Like, what does this mean? Beware of the elevator. And why is he saying, now we have you? What does that mean? I don't know. You'll figure it out later, but it's all kind of mysterious. The downside to wiretapping is that while you can glean enemy data, there's also the possibility that you will be attacked if someone detects you while wiretapping. So there's kind of a risk-reward element to it. The little bullets that I'm picking up are what the game uses as experience. You can collect bullets, and once you grab enough, then you level up and gain added health. Which is handy because I have none, so a single hit from anything will instantly kill me. And as you grab those bullets, then you level up as I did there. See, if you look in the top, there's a little pip, and that pip indicates 1 point of health. The more you level up, the more expensive the levels become. So the first level is, I think, 10 bullets, and then the second level is 15, and so on and so forth. So it's good to get these right away. The game makes it pretty easy to grab a lot of bullets at the very beginning, and to kind of learn some strategies, such as sneaking up behind this dude so you don't have to trade shots with him over the barrel. But anyway, my main goal here is to enter this base, and it turns out I'm only like halfway through the first level. So I take the elevator down. Doesn't seem to be anything really that I should be aware of, but you know, the guy warned me anyway. And nothing there. Drop down to the next level. And another communication room. Very exciting. It's like playing Metal Gear. Actually, it's really similar to Metal Gear, and I'm wondering if they were influenced by Metal Gear. I mean, that communicator looks very Metal Gear-ish. Also, much like the original NES Metal Gear, the grammar on the localization is atrocious. Maybe we can find a good weapon we can use. Now, you know, this wiretapping allows you to get some important information. This guy tells you to take a flare gun for Area 4, which is essential because Area 4 is completely pitch dark, so you need a flare gun to be able to see where you're going. So I come out of there, and my elevator's gone. Maybe that's what they meant by beware the elevator. So, you know, I can climb over and drop down. These dudes start parachuting somehow through solid rock, but that's okay because they drop bullets, and bullets are good. Once I get over here, my allies send in a little parachute for me, which is kind of cool. I can grab that and cause a bullet to get stuck in the wall. Always a great tactical choice. You can't hurt enemies with the bionic arm, but you can, you know, in some cases, knock them back away from a ledge. That's not really doing me any good, but it's amusing. So really your goal here is to reach the upper left area of the interior base, avoiding bad guys such as these, while stealing their tasty, tasty bullets. Just leveled up again. And if you pause, you can actually see how many bullets you've collected. So 15 points takes you to level 2. The L at the bottom, 16 of 30, is how many bullets I have and how many I have to collect. You can also see where you are, what equipment you have. It's pretty cool. Someone wants to know if I'm going to read my Bionic Commando fanfic. I am not. But if someone would like to post excerpts from my Bionic Commando fanfic, if you can somehow find it, feel free to add those to the chat window. I'm sure that your fellow US Gamer readers would be greatly amused and edified by my fantastic novelization of Area 1 of Bionic Commando. Of course, it's nowhere near as good as the Worlds of Power version of Bionic Commando, which was extremely bowdlerized and basically made into a bloodless, ridiculous game, even though this is probably the goriest game on NES. Anyway, so I reached the interior base's reactor room. This dude taunts me, which is kind of funny because he's actually the most pointless enemy in the game. He does nothing except stand there and wave a baton. But he does summon all these dudes at me, and they're kind of annoying because they appear infinitely and they offer you no bullets when you kill them, so... Oh! Took a bullet. Anyway, my goal is just to stand here and pour ammunition into the reactor, which then explodes, killing everyone around me instantly. It's pretty brutal. Mr. J. Ettinger wants to know if I can shoot up or only aim up with the arm. So the way the combat in this game works is that your gun can only shoot forward. There are other guns that can shoot additional directions, but like as a spread. However, with your bionic arm, by default you throw that forward 45 degrees. If you press forward and then hit the A button, you will throw your bionic arm straight forward. If you press up and hit the A button, you'll grapple straight ahead or straight up overhead. Also, I get a new item for this level. After beating level 1, I get energy recovery pills, which let me recover my health. Although, you know, those don't actually look that much like pills. Might be a bit of a localization goof. So I get to add that to my equipment for the level. Okay, so now I'm in Area 13, which is a neutral zone. You can talk to this guy and he'll tell you all about it. Basically, I'm in Switzerland, and this Swiss guy is like if you shoot or attack anyone here, we won't give you any chocolate or cuckoo clocks. So I gotta be nice. So there's an enemy who will talk to me. He threatens me, but does nothing. So see, everyone's all friendly in the neutral zone, the neutral area. And this dude with the big schnoz doesn't know anyone named Super Joe, so I guess I have to keep playing the game to find Super Joe. I can go into this room. What's in here? A bullet. Oh, fantastic. How close am I to another level? I'm 39 of 60, so a long way to go. In later neutral areas, you will actually encounter dudes who attack you, try to hurt you. There's little tanks, there's barriers that you have to shoot through, so the game kind of manipulates you into breaking the peaceable kingdom of the neutral zones. It's very shameful. So this guy, in case you missed the elevator talk in the Area 1 base, he'll tell you to use the flares, and you have to pick them up here. So I got those, and it's on to the next zone. Neutral areas are very small. They're just basically like 2 doors and a couple of dudes running around. So now I transfer back to Area 1, but I'm not going to descend there. I'm going to transfer to Area 4 and equip the flares so that I won't fumble around in the darkness. Although it is possible to beat Area 4 without flares. I actually did that last time I live streamed this because I forgot to go to Area 13. So here we go into the caves. Cave of Wonder. Ah! And I send up a signal flare, and somehow that illuminates everything. So it's kind of good to have the signal flare because those spikes are very dangerous. I think at this point, if I take a single puncture from a spike, I die. That guy takes a lot of bullets. He's much more durable than Captain Ladd right now. Matt Mitchell in the chat says, neutral zones with friendly advice were the key to defeating Rommel in North Africa. That's incredibly true. This game is based on historical facts. So this guy's good to talk to. The communicator I'm using now works in 3 areas, and then there are other communicators that I have to use, otherwise the radio just babbles at me. So it's good to kind of make a note of which communicators work where. I think if I wiretap here, guys will attack me, so let's see what happens. He's too strong for us. Try to get behind him. I don't know what these guys are up to. I'm not going to ask. I don't want to know. Nope, no attacks. Alright. I guess I don't get his bullet. How unfortunate. So there's a little bit of non-linearity to the level design in this game. You kind of have to figure out exactly where you need to go. Ooh, that was close. Oh, so sad. Unfortunately, I don't have the energy recovery quote-unquote pills, so I am now down to no health. So it's very easy for me to die. Foolish me. Oh, this is already the boss. How about that? I guess this is the guy who's too strong and I have to get behind him. But alternately, I could just kind of avoid him. He runs around with a little shield and a knife and a gun, but he's also got a bionic arm that he can use to reach up and hit me. Oh, and I'm dead. How sad. That's what I get for jawing and not fighting. Come over here, guy. It's lots of fun. I promise. Yeah, that's right. Keep going. Oh. Oh, come on. Give me a break. Really? That's just embarrassing. Alright, so I got a little too clever for my own good. I'll just rush through and blast those things in a hurry. I guess that's another way to get past him. There we go. JP Friction wants to know, how do you suppose they decided on ordering of the numbers of the areas, or on the order of the numbers of the areas, or something along those lines? And the answer is with drugs. So that's another area down. I can advance to Area 5, or I can head to some of the neutral zones and fight some more dudes in the commando areas. So that last level gave me a new weapon that I'll try out, which is actually really, really handy in the top-down zones, because it just pours bullet fire into the bad guys, and it's a nice spread. It plays a little differently in the standard platforming levels, obviously, because, you know, this is top-down as opposed to platforming. So I beat those guys, got another couple of continues, and now I'm going to descend into Neutral Zone Area 15. Having beaten the Dark Area 4, I will never need the flares again, so I'm switching back to energy recovery quote-unquote pills. And I think this is where I meet the main villain, yep. He's just kind of walking around. Unfortunately, this is not like Metal Gear Solid 3. You cannot kill this guy and end the game early. It's quite a shame, but so it goes. Anyway, if you're just joining us, welcome to the US Gamer stream for September 2nd, 2014. I'm Jeremy Parrish, and I'm streaming Bionic Commando for NES, a super cool Capcom game, where I can grab a small doll that gives me a 1-up. Although I've done a pretty crappy job so far and have died twice, so what good is that 1-up really? Oh yeah, and here's where they're kind of dicks to you. They stick this barrier in the way, and the only way to get past it is to shoot it, which of course is a violation of the neutral area. So now all the Swiss are angry at me. They're trying to do whatever Swiss people do when they're angry. So here's another communicator, and this will be good in areas that are not 1, 4, and 5, if you were paying attention to the communication from before. And the Swiss are still angry at me. I can kill a lot of Swiss guys, but I feel bad about it because it's just senseless violence. And really, they were just enforcing their own laws. So I was the transgressor there, I confess. Alright, so now we go into Area 5, which is a super tricky level, but the weapon at the end is so good. Oop. I didn't know I could do that. How about that? So I'll stick with the spread gun, the quote-unquote pills, and the red communicator, which of course works in Area 1, 4, and 5. So here we go. Oh, and I can't get past that. I can't jump. Level over. Oh, wait. There we go. The spread gun is nice because it can actually shoot through certain barriers, hitting guys on the other side. Sucks to be them. But honestly, once I beat this level, I pretty much only ever use the weapon that you get at the end, because I'm lazy. I also pretty much just use the Metal Blade in Mega Man 2, because I'm lazy. So the goal of this level is to climb up to the top, and it's a multi-part level. It just keeps going up and up, and it's pretty easy to fall, lose your grip, and plunge to your demise. Although I don't think you actually die if you fall, you just have to start over, which is, in a way, kind of worse. And I've leveled up again to 4, so now I can take a whole bunch of damage, unless I fall into spikes, in which case, no. Oh! Attacking from off-screen. Very uncouth. And the bullet disappeared off-screen. That's even more uncouth. I will not stand for this. So, this is not the top of the level, but basically you have to go into the communication room in order to let things scroll ahead to the next part. So, talk to guys, wiretap, it's all good. So they have located the underground passage, which is not in the map. I think we have found something. Yes, I believe it was the underground passage that is not located in the map. And I'll go ahead and wiretap. I'm pretty sure in this level I will be attacked for wiretapping. But hey, look! Plot! It's mysterious plot. Someone's waking up. Still no attacks. Alright, so now suddenly, magically, I'm able to scroll on ahead. And there's like these dudes with helicopter backpacks, which are kind of cool. I wish I had one of those backpacks, but they're also really annoying because they shoot those little beams at you. And these little bullet things, or the little turrets at the top, are really annoying because they don't actually hurt you, but what they do is they shoot these little beams that will break your grappling arm, your grip on the... they'll break your grip on the ceiling above you. So it makes climbing, obviously, a big pain in the butt. See, like that. Pretty uncouth. On the other hand, I got a little doll, so that's kind of nice. I don't usually get those. Usually it's something stupid that you don't really want. Some kind of pointless power-up. Like, they'll send you a bullet that gets trapped in the wall. Who cares? Right? What a jerk. So, this is actually kind of where the game starts to get difficult and tricky, because you have to do some pretty fancy maneuvering with your bionic arm. And, you know, it takes some practice, because this is a different kind of platformer than most. You do not jump. And, you know, grappling around is a kind of a skill that you have to learn. And I'm out of health, but that's okay, because I have the energy recovery pills. So I hit start and can refresh my health. People in the chat stream I see are talking about the Battletoads Tower. You guys, that's just... Man, why make yourselves sad? So this is kind of like Final Fantasy VII, where you're chasing Sephiroth all the time, except I'm chasing Super Joe, but the principle is very much the same. But without all the cool cinematic stuff. That I'm going to get attacked after wiretapping this time. Alright, so they've got a rocket launcher, and I want one of those, because rocket launchers are awesome. Wow, still no attacks. Maybe if I keep saying I'm going to get attacked, I won't get attacked. Alright, this part's really tough, because it's just these little platforms, and I chose the spread gun, which has, like, no range. There's little jet things, or springs, I guess, that send you flying into the air. So it takes... This part is a little nerve-wracking, especially when those guys drop right on you. Yeah, like that. That was just rude. I think that guy has like a restless leg or something. Alright. Oh, God. And there we go. So now there's a robot that wants to kill me. But I think I'm going to kill it instead. That's how I do. Oh. Well, perhaps I spoke too soon. Yeah, not a very good security robot, actually. The inability to turn backward is really kind of to its detriment. And that was another level down. Congratulations, we're closer to killing Hitler. So now I have the rocket launcher, and that means I win. Also, you get 10 bullets every time you clear a stage, so sometimes you'll level up between stages without realizing it. That's pretty cool. And I'm going to go over to another neutral area. Or perhaps, instead, I will meet with enemies and descend. But now I have a rocket launcher, so... yeah, it's not going to go well for them. Of course, the bionic arm does factor into the... whoa! Whoa, what? I didn't realize you could fall off the edge. That's kind of crazy. I also didn't realize guys had grenades. I'm learning all kinds of things as I goof around in this game. Anyway, what I was going to say is that you can use your bionic arm to deflect bullets and cause guys to go flying away. But mostly it just causes you to take damage, so I won't. And it's on to Area 2, which is full of slime. And I mean that in the best way possible. Since I've made it past all the areas that use the red communicator, I guess I need to switch to the orange. And we'll see what happens. That was quite a greeting. You can see Switzerland in the background there. Anyway, here's the slime. There's gel. It drags you around and tries to pull you into spikes. So you hear the little spring air launcher things, whatever those are, but they work a little differently here. They're actually helpful in this case, as opposed to irritating. Those guys drive these little crane things that drop chains like that and will deflect your bullets and also damage you. And the guys who drive those are very short. It's really interesting. I think that they actually deliberately went out and recruited extremely short people to be. Oops, that was weird. They deliberately recruited short people to be their crane drivers, which, you know, they're an equal opportunity employer. That's great. I respect that. Ga. Well, I guess I don't have the right communicator for this area, so that's a problem. I guess I'll just have to bumble through. Oh, that was not good. Turns out short people are as easy to kill as tall people, so, again, equal opportunity. There are no biases here. No discrimination. There is, however, a lot of slime. Oh! Oh, no. That was just bad. I'm very sorry, everyone. You're not watching me at my best. Although, I guess I recovered okay. There we go. Alright, that's where I wanted to be. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the second platoon can do. I bet it's probably not much. Although this time the guy with the baton is on the upper level, so at least he learned his lesson from the previous encounter. Oh. And the bazooka wins in 3 shots. So that's nice. Neil Sama points out the fact that there is no fall damage in this game. That is correct. You can fall a long way, and those nice boots he's wearing are very absorbent. If you fall on spikes or into pits or something, of course, there's no helping you. Oops. Right. Descend. So I have a Holy Cross now. That's actually kind of surprising that Nintendo allowed religious iconography into the game. You'd think that would be, like, changed to a dog tag for the US or something. We'll see if this level actually lets me communicate with the orange communicator. So that gray right there is quicksand, which sucks me down slowly because that's what quicksand in video games does. So the best way to get past it easily is to swing past it. Oh, that's useful. Thanks for the recovery pills before I've even faced a single enemy. Oh, that probably was not good. Alright. So I made it through, and then here there's a bunch of instant kill plants? Like Audrey 2 tries to kill you. It's pretty hardcore. This is like the biocontamination zone or something. Spiders, ants, I don't know what those are, but they're terrible. Now there's moths. Oh! The moths are nice because you can kill them just by smacking them with your bionic arm, which most enemies, you know, that just stuns them, but moths are more fragile creatures. So yeah, you can definitely see that we're getting into a more challenging part of the game. Like, You have to swing across to that platform instead of just walking over to it, and, you know, you can miss and do stupid things like that. It's really embarrassing. And that elevator plummets. Maybe that's the elevator the guy was warning me about before. Neil Sama points out or suggests that the Umbrella Corp is involved with the biohazard area. Wow, my communicator still isn't working. That's not cool. So I must have forgotten to do something. Ha ha ha. Expert level play, folks. And a really tricky series of swings over a bunch of spikes. Wish me luck. Alright. It's all good. So I have no idea what anyone was telling me in these areas because the communicator wasn't working. So I'm just going to assume that Ga 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 was... actually, everyone's just a Lady Gaga fan. Oh. And now the reactor is shooting at me. But if you noticed, that bullet hit me and deflected off because I'm wearing the cross. The power of Christ compels one bullet to deflect. You can get more powerful items than the cross, which I don't really want to get into the religious ramifications of that, but they're out there. Oh. So I hear people mentioning that the sound is too low in the stream to hear music. Is that correct? I apologize if that's the case. I'll look into the audio options. Let me know. So anyway, that long line from Area 6 to Area 8 is basically what takes you to the second half of the game, but you can't get past there until you beat Area 6, which is possibly the hardest area in the game. So it's kind of your test. A test of metal. You can ditch the energy pills for, I think, a rapid-fire device, but really, if you're using the rocket launcher, do you need a rapid-fire device? I don't think you do. Alright, so I'm going to adjust the volume for the game audio. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. But I just bumped it up a little bit, so hopefully you can hear the music now. Oh, well, someone said they just want to download the NSF file. I see how it is. Anyway, so hopefully that'll be good. I'm going to mosey along and... Uh-oh, what's this? Without a permit? Oh. Actually, I think I have to beat Area 6 to get a permit. So, let's do our fetch quest. This is probably where the stream is going to go horribly wrong, and I apologize for that. This is a tough area. You have to have the rocket launcher to be able to get past that. And there's a little remote control tank, which is just so cute. The Nazis have the best toys. Contemplating going back to get that one up, but maybe it's not worth the trouble. Yeah, whatever. Alright, so we're going to skip the one up and just tackle the level. So there was a little guy down there who shoots remote-controlled jet planes at me, or helicopters, or whatever. But if you kill him, then it kills his remotes. He's kind of like the Falconer in Symphony of the Night, except that if you kill his planes first, he doesn't go berserk. Drone Warfare, 1988. You saw it here first, folks. Oh. So this is where the game gets really tricky. You have to do a bunch of consecutive jumps or grapples onto those tiny little points. But I made that one, so that's good. And that's not a communication room, it just takes you to the second half of the level. I guess the levels are a little too big to fit into the NES's RAM, so that's how it works. Oh no, so sad. A single miss grapple and... oh man, really? Heartbreaking. Alright, now you've seen my ignominy. But, fortunately, I have a lot of continues from killing those guys in the commando stages. So let's try this again. And perhaps this time I will get the 1-up. Most of in mini levels, you could just grapple on top of one of those little searchlights and climb to the top, but you can't actually do that without those little spike ball things hitting you, so it makes it really tough. The more you know. That was weird. Sometimes the game can be a little glitchy. It's, you know, an oldish NES game. It happens. This is not what I want to happen. See, the spikes will break your bionic arm grip loose. Alright, I'll give it one more shot, and then that's the point at which everyone gets really annoyed with me. So... oh, nice. Slick. So now I have extra lives. Look, let's see how many lives. 3 extra lives. My god. I'm just rolling in them. I'm luxuriating. Let's take a different route up to the top this time. For the hell of it. This seems to be a much more difficult route. Perhaps this was a mistake. The bad guys are actually quite relentless. Whoa! Good grief. I don't even know what's happening anymore. There we go. Alright, crisis averted. And on to part 2. Go, and 2. Alright, that's pretty much the toughest swing in the game, so having gotten past that, I might actually be able to finish this game on the live stream. And speaking of which, if you're just joining us, hi! Welcome! I'm Jeremy Parrish with US Gamer. This is our Tuesday afternoon live stream. I'm playing Bionic Commando for NES, a cool Capcom game. NES Classic. Whoa! There's a lot of those spiked balls. This part is basically Donkey Kong, which is kind of a weird reference coming from Capcom. And there's so much going on that the NES starts to slow down here. Oh, what? Really? But a single bazooka shot is all it takes to put him down. Good thing I have energy recovery pills. And the timing here is a little tricky, so I apologize for not being awesome at this. Also in the rock, paper, scissors of life, apparently spiked ball trumps bazooka. Good to know. Oh. Oh. My god. Alright. I made it to the top. And there's a dude with a really huge health bar. Electrotal says, I thought you couldn't jump in this game. I wasn't jumping. There were little springs or air pads or something that send Rad Spencer shooting high into the air. And now I have to fight RoboCop. If he grabs me with his arm, he'll pull me into him, which causes instant damage. So you have to kind of time your attacks around him. And there we go. Victory. The Mutiki says, are the energy pills a one-time use thing? I think they can be used one time per life, actually. Maybe it's once per level, but in any case, I think I have the doodad I need to get to Area 14 for the permit. No, I have the permit that I need to get into Area 14, and now I can get the item that allows me to go to Area 8. Very complicated. Yes, there we go. Permit. So they will now let me into Switzerland. It's just a plain old neutral area. He has Decommunicator I want. So I now have 3 communicators to juggle between, and someone I think will tell me which communicators work in which areas, because I haven't had much luck with the orange one yet. Oh, what a shame! I missed most of the bullets. No level ups for me. Actually, I'm kind of surprised I'm only at level 5 right now. Still have 30 bullets to go before I level up. How unfortunate. Okay, so with the Delta Communicator, I can now transfer over to Area 8. This is not really obviously stated, but I guess if you bumble around enough, eventually you'll figure it out. And there we go. So I don't need the permit anymore. I'll go back to the energy recovery pills. And we'll see what happens with the blue communicator, or Delta if you prefer. Anyway, this is like the main Imperial base, I guess. Kind of cool, kind of garish. But the music is actually really similar to Flashman's music from... is it Flashman? Yeah, I think Flashman from Mega Man 2. Not this part, but the other parts. It's a complicated melody. Just take my word for it. So this is a big, complicated, non-linear level. You have to go and open up multiple rooms, or you could just stand here and farm for health. That also works. That's a long way to get new health. So I'm going to go in this area and see where that takes me. But basically, it's one big loop. It'll take you multiple places. And eventually you'll come around to get everything, but you can go multiple paths. Oh, what? So sad. Muteki says, I use the bazooka so much they should call me Bazooka Joe. That's funny. So now they're sending out dudes after me who throw bombs. They're getting serious. But they also do like a little dance. It's kind of cute. Like, they're very happy soldiers. They're happy to be throwing bombs at me. I should just keep killing these guys. They're so fun. They seem so happy to come after me and die. Alright, we'll see what's in this door. I actually don't remember the route through here. Oh, okay. Let's see if the communicator works. Oh, it does. Great. Delta can be useful in areas 7 and 9. That's good to know. Gothic Death Eater says, if you're a soldier throwing bombs and you're not happy, you're doing it wrong. I guess a guy named Gothic Death Eater would know. Incidentally, I said I'd be giving away prizes during the stream, and I was not lying. So, the prize, the giveaway that I have here, is for a copy of Azure Striker Gunvolt, which is not a Mega Man or a Capcom game, but is very similar to a Capcom game. Not only am I giving away a copy of Azure Striker Gunvolt, but Intercreates sent out a really cool press kit for the game, and I'll be giving that away too. It basically is an Azure Striker Gunvolt box and cartridge in the style of Super Famicom games. It looks like a Japanese Super NES game. They actually took a Japanese Super Famicom cartridge and put an Azure Striker Gunvolt logo on it, or sticker. And there's also, on the code, is a download code for the 3DS eShop. So, to give away this super rad prize, my only request for you is to go to our Azure Striker Gunvolt review on usgamer.net between now and, let's say, Friday night at midnight Eastern Time, and leave a comment on the review of Azure Striker Gunvolt. Leave a good, sensible, smart comment. The best and most inspiring comment on our review, the smartest comment. It doesn't necessarily have to say that my review was right. It just has to be a good response. Will win the prize of the Azure Striker Gunvolt press kit and download code. So head on over to usgamer.net, leave a comment on our Gunvolt review, and win a super cool prize. Anyway, I'm thoroughly lost in this maze. I have no idea where I'm going, so... Oh, good. This is where I wanted to be. I guess it worked out. Someone whose name I can't pronounce says, no one is doing wiretap attacks. No, every time you wiretap the enemy communications, there's a chance that they'll attack you, but so far I haven't been attacked in this game. It's kind of weird. Also, I don't remember these dudes with the shields, but whatever. They're not very good at turning to face the actual threats. Oh, what? Please don't tell me that was my last life. Okay. That would have been super embarrassing. Why do I not remember the guys with the shields? This is crazy. I have no idea what's happening here. Wow. That was manic. Nutty. So anyway, yes. I now have iron boots. You might have noticed that when I swing into enemies, they'll fly backward. If you have iron boots equipped, when you swing into your enemies, they will actually die. It's kind of cool, but I sort of like the energy recovery pills better because sometimes I screw up. It's just not I guess it's a lack of confidence in myself. Sticking with the bazooka. Sticking with the energy recovery pills. Sticking with the blue communicator. Sometimes it's just the old familiar elements that really work. So here's a guy who doesn't really take the neutral area seriously, but he doesn't attack with a gun, so he gets away with it. Anyway, whatever. There's a weird thing where he turns into a Swiss guard when you smack him with the arm. I don't know what that's about, but anyway. You can see where this is headed. Yeah. That's what you get. And my reward for all of that was a couple of stupid bullets. Really? How close am I to a level up? Oh, I leveled up between levels. How about that? So anyway, that guy's still down there. I could fight him some more, but I don't want to. Oh, that's nice. He shouts at me even if I'm on the other level. He's kind of missing the point, though. Alrighty. So that guy's kind of weird. He just wants you to kill him. And you can. Oops. Good. So anyway, yes, you can kill him and nothing happens because what happens inside stays inside. The neutral zone doesn't take this as an attack because it was out of sight, out of mind. So I just killed a man for no reason. It's kind of grim. I'm not sure if you noticed, but the top-down zones, the commando-style zones, vary visually from area to area. Depending on where you encounter enemies, they kind of reflect the landscape of the area. Get away from me. So, that was desert, apparently. I guess I'll go over to Area 9 and descend. Wow, it's almost 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock Pacific. I don't think I'm going to beat this in 1 hour. I thought I could do it, but I was wrong. So I may not be able to finish this for you, or maybe I'll just keep playing. Who knows? Wow, I got an extra life. Hooray. Oh, should have had the iron boots equipped. Nothing to the left, so I will advance forward. So you may have noticed, but those guys will only stand at the opposite part of the corridor from you. So if you rise up, then they drop down. If you drop down, then they rise up. They're kind of annoying, so you have to hit them sort of in between as you're dropping or rising. Maybe this will be the time that the bad guys finally attack for me wiretapping. So now I'm being turned into an interrogator. That's great. Let's see what the bad guys have to say. Still no attacks. What is up with this game? So there is a vote for me to continue playing this after the deadline is technically up. Someone says I'm the boss, but clearly this person is not married. Oh. I was going to take a train ride, but I don't see any trains. Oh, there we go. Mine carts. Oh, what? Really? I gotta figure out how the Nazis perfected this parachuting through walls technology. It's kind of amazing. And also this slowing down the computer technology. It's equally impressive. So there's a couple of routes up into here. I took the sort of shortest and most direct route, but all the levels are kind of multi-pathed. You can kind of go about it however you want. And if you're really awesome, you can really do a lot of shortcuts and skipping. I'm not that awesome. Whatever. Just blow up. Oh, I guess someone is asking me what platform I'm playing this on. This is the NES cartridge I'm playing it on a Retron 5, which is why it looks so clean. It's coming out through HDMI. This game is actually not available on Virtual Console, and apparently Capcom wanted it on Virtual Console, but Nintendo supposedly, allegedly, this is what I've heard, said no. So I don't know what's up with that. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I was supposed to go to Area 17. So let's go back to 17 and do the interrogation. Now, even though this game is not available on Virtual Console, you can play a very interesting remake of it called Bionic Commando Rearmed, which came out for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 and Steam. It's all 3D, and a lot of the levels have been kind of redesigned, retweaked. There are new bosses. The music is awesome. There's a little bit of story edits involved. It's a really, really good remake. I highly recommend it. So, I don't know, that's a really weird thing to say. Like, did we have a child together and I don't know about it? That party was really weird. So anyway, this is where they want me to be an interrogator, and you have to kind of swing up and over. I'm not having much luck here. Let's try it again. There we go. And all you have to do is just get to the other side of the passage there, and then he'll tell you about the underground paths. Oh, the Muteki points out that the Game Boy Bionic Commando is on 3DS Virtual Console, which is true, and the Game Boy Bionic Commando is very, very faithful to this one. It looks different, but most of the level designs are actually the same. The plot is different. You're not fighting in like a 1980s kind of time frame. It's more like 2400 or something. But it's a really good port. They did a great job converting it to Game Boy. So now I can go save Joe. Hooray! And yes, there is also Bionic Commando Elite Forces for Game Boy Color, which I don't really recommend. Alright, so talking to that guy in the interrogation room opened up paths between 14 and 17 and 15 and 18. So I can actually advance to where I need to go next by taking a secret passage, but I have to fight enemies en route. Also, I didn't show off the new weapon I have, but there's like this crazy three-way fire gun. Whoa, they've got a Bionic Commando too. What's up with that? Anyway, the three-way fire gun does not look like a three-way fire gun in the top-down stages, but I swear to God, it totally is a three-way fire gun. Also, this passage has a special pickup, the helmet, which is kind of like the cross. It's less holy, but it does deflect 3 bullets instead of 1. So that's something. So I'm traveling back through old familiar haunts. And they caught up with me. I've been captured. At this point, there's really no point for me to go through the underground tunnels because I have my or the commando areas because I have my continues maxed out. You can only have 9 at a time. But what the heck? And I guess it's time for a station identification break. I was supposed to have stopped playing Bionic Commando at this point, but I'm going to keep going. I'm Jeremy Parrish. Wow, and I just totally lost that commando guy. That's crazy. Also, for some reason, my gun's not killing guys the way it should. Weird. Anyway, I'm Jeremy Parrish for USGamer.net, playing Bionic Commando for NES. I guess I'm going to keep playing until I beat it, or until 8 p.m., whichever comes first. If I don't finish by 8 p.m., my wife will come storming in and make me eat dinner. It's very, very frightening. So, let's transfer. No, wait, let's descend. Yes. That's what we want. So, in this level, you actually have to take the three-way gun. there's no option. I can now divest myself of religious symbols and give in to the holy power of Stanley Kubrick. So yeah, this is the last stage where there's a wall that you have to shoot through, and that's what the fire gun is for. At this point, you can actually leave the stage and get a different gun. You had to have the fire gun to the three-way gun to be able to break that barrier, but once it's done, then you can leave and it will be gone, and you can return with the bazooka if you're lame like me and always use the bazooka. I'm not doing a good job of taking out these guys in a hurry. Kind of makes me wish I had the bazooka. Ah! Damned short people. Wait, I'm a short person. Never mind. Oh, really? This is just a debacle. And here we go up to the communication room. Oh, you know, I don't think I have the right communicator for this area. This could go very badly indeed. Oh, actually, no, I do. He said I did. All is well. These things are really annoying because they respawn infinitely, and they fly around, attacking, shooting, breaking your bionic arm. It's a pain in the butt. Oop. You didn't see that, ha ha ha. I thought there was a communication room somewhere, but maybe not. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh no, 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 no. That's life, everyone. Yeah, this game doesn't necessarily challenge you by being super hard, super evil, but it does occasionally knock you way back down. Also, for some reason, my stream blinked out, so I'm not sure if I'm actually broadcasting at the moment. That would be disappointing. I don't know if I'm limited to an hour at a time or not. Lordy. Alright, so let's see. My stream is currently an advertisement. Sorry everyone, I'm trying to kind of manage this stream. There we go, okay, so you can see me after all. Alright. Yeah, so let's try this swinging part again. Oh, you thought you were gonna knock me off, didn't you? But you were wrong! This is not going well. Damn it. Really? Alright. This is a human tragedy. I may have to stop playing here because I'm just embarrassing myself. We'll see. In any case, I'm gonna die soon, so yeah, there we go. Alright, everyone sees me, so that's good. The stream is still alive. Nice. Alright, another midget down. Sorry, that was politically incorrect. I apologize. Gotta get that tasty bullet. like that this game considers bullets and rocket mortar shells equally dangerous. There we go. Oh. That was close. And there we go. Alright. Hell on Earth is complete. And of course now I have to fight Robocop again. How many lives do I have? If I die, is this it? Do I have to do that crap all over again? No. Alright. Walk into my fireballs. Damn it. You fool. Keep going, buddy. What's he doing? What are you doing? Why is he just standing around? So once again, this guy will try to grab you with his bionic arm, pull you into him, cause you huge damage. He's a jerk. It does kind of make you appreciate what a jerk you are to the regular soldiers that you're fighting, though. Like, it's kind of, you know, fair play. Also, this fireball thing is really weak. Go suck it. Blow up already! Ah! I'm sure this is very exciting to watch. There we go. Finally. Oh my goodness. A cutscene. How exciting. He's so polite, too. He's Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe. I've come to rescue you, sir. Golly gee, I hope all is well. So, anyway, yeah, the funny thing about Bionic Commando is that in Japan, the game was called Top Secret: The Resurrection of Hitler. And the big bad guy at the very end is Adolf Hitler. But in this, in the localization, I guess Nintendo was like, boy, the fact that we fought these guys 40 years ago might put some people on edge. So why don't we change this guy's name? So now the Nazis are the bads, and Hitler is called Master D. And that's pretty goofy, because Master D still looks exactly like Hitler. So anyway, I have to go to Area 18 and talk to Destroyer 3 to get a machine gun, which actually is really pointless because the machine gun sucks, but what can you do? What can you do? Mr. J. Edinger says his first name is Super. Yes, that's correct. His name is Super Joe. That is his birth name. So the trick in this area is that there are 3 dudes who will offer to give you a special machine gun. Only one of them is the correct guy. Super Joe tells you the truth of it. Destroyer 3. Yes, I do, in fact, have a need for a machine gun. But the weird thing is, if you get the machine, or the communicator, or the machine gun from him, he'll tell you where to find Super Joe, so it's kind of this weird circular loop thing. Uh-oh. Apparently I just spoiled the game for everyone. Sorry about that, everyone. So now I have a machine gun that I will never use because it's crappy. And we are off to the final areas of the game. Actually, I don't have the communicator I need yet, do I? Oh, crap. Where is the last communicator? Alright, I'll show you guys Super Joe's machine gun, which is crappy. It does have like a rapid-fire machine gun spray, so it's really good in these levels, which I guess makes sense because that's what Super Joe is famous for, is the Commando-style top-down stages. But in the normal game, it's really crummy. I don't recommend it. But yeah, it's kind of cool on the top-down stages. So I can't remember if the communicator I need is in area 19 or if it's in one of these areas. I think I'm about to have some bad luck here, so we'll find out together. Yes, the other characters in the neutral zone where they told me about Super Joe's hidden location were Destroyer 1 and 2. So, the machine gun, kind of cool that it shoots a burst of bullets every time you fire it, but they're short range, so that's kind of pointless. Much easier to destroy things like this with just a single bazooka blast. So now the game's getting just kind of nasty. Just plain old mean. Oh yeah, what, really? Not cool. So occasionally it does the little death trap thing, just because it's an 8-bit game and it can. 8-bit games are obligated to be cheap and kind of unfair at least once. It was actually in Nintendo's seal of quality documentation. Oh, no. So sad. Tearful eyes, everyone. There we go. Alright, I don't think anything is quite that awful in the rest of the stage. We shall find out. Although there are some of those little slime things, but now they're purple. Or magenta. I don't know, what color is that? Although there's a nice little trick here, you actually have to use one of these guys to get past this little spike barrier. So that's kind of cool. On the other hand, you don't want to let it carry you any further down there because there's a bed of spikes where you'll die. I'm surprised at how many people are still watching. Oh, ga. Yeah, I don't have the communicator I need. We'll see if I can actually beat the stage without it. This could be very unfortunate. I'm sure this is exciting to watch as I stand here and die horribly. Alright. Glad you could witness that. That was great. Anyway, it's actually okay that I died because I need to go out of the stage and find the communicator that I'm missing. So let's transfer over to... Wow, how did I end up there? Let's transfer to Area 19 and see what's up. Apparently I'm meeting with enemies and ascending again. Just can't get enough of those guys. Someone said my tragic death was awesome. I'm not sure who that was and why they would say that. It's very mean. Wait, okay, I've been here already. Now, when you fight this guy, you can just shoot him, you know, kind of like Indiana Jones, but the problem is that instead of being like, haha, that was awesome, everyone gets angry at you and tries to kill you. Oh, there's more bullets. I guess that's something. I feel like I've forgotten to go into a neutral area somewhere, and I can't remember which one. So... that's lame. Alright. It wasn't this area. Alright, so do you guys know which area I missed out on? Was it, maybe the communicator was in Area 18. Let's see. Someone please feel free to look this up on GameFAQs. Meanwhile, I'm just going to blow up everything with the machine gun. Hope you guys like pretending you're watching Commando, because there's an awful lot of that happening. Nope, it wasn't here. Somewhere there's a neutral area where there's little tanks floating around, driving around. That's the one I'm trying to find, but I don't remember which one that is. It's very sad. Oh well. I'll just bumble on ahead. I'll try the orange communicator and see what happens. Probably nothing, but we can find out. Together. So I'm doing the very exciting thing where I recover my, or retrace my footsteps. That's always awesome to watch. Okay, I need to go to Area 16. Thank you, guy whose name is Rorschach and something I can't read. Hal Emmerich? Alright, surely this is the time where wiretapping will cause people to come after me. Wait, why am I wiretapping my own team? That's confusing. There we go, finally. Yes, this is what it's all about. I'm an enemy spy and I've been caught. And that was nice. Alright, success. Also, for some reason, they're sending little tanks along. I guess they're supposed to be dangerous, but they're so cute, I have a hard time taking them seriously. They're like little toys. It's like being menaced by R2-D2. Although, I am being menaced, so I guess that's something. PPP. Look at that, I deflected 2 bullets at once. Try that, Jesus. And victory is mine. So now there's just 2 more stages left, I guess. At this point, they've run out of things to give me, so I got a 1-up for beating the stage. Oop. Thanks to everyone who's sticking with me for this, the final stretch of this live stream. As always, I'm Jeremy Parrish. You're watching US Gamer's live stream of Bionic Commando here on Tuesday, September 2nd, keep doing that, 2014. If only it were 1984. This game wouldn't even be out. And in case you missed it earlier, I'm giving away a copy of Azure Striker Gunvolt for 3DS, as well as the really awesome press kit that Inta Creates and 8.4 Productions, or 8.4 Limited, sent out. It's really, really cool. It's like a Super Famicom video game box. There's even a cartridge, Super Famicom cartridge, that's been hacked and remade to look like an Azure Striker Gunvolt cartridge. So you should go to our Azure Striker Gunvolt review on usgamer.net. Wow, that was stupid. And actually, this is a dumb thing to do. There we go. Anyway, go to our Azure Striker Gunvolt review, leave a comment on the review, a comment that makes it look like you've actually read the review, and the smartest, most insightful comment posted by Friday... Oh my god. Posted by Friday night on our review will win a copy of the game and the press kit. And it's totally subjective, but I will not be basing this on who you are, but rather how awesome your comment is. So participate. It's good for you. We will reward you for participating. Wow, that was bad. Really, a bullet? I'm this far into the game and you give me a bullet? So that's Azure Striker Gunvolt on usgamer.net. Please, I don't have space for any more knickknacks. Just someone take it from me. Hey, it's Hal. He made Metal Gear. So there's this really weird plot twist in the game where you meet this guy Hal, and everyone's like, oh yeah, go get the weapon from Hal. And then you talk to your boss, and he's like, whoa, Hal's a freak. I have no idea what this little subplot is about. But hey, there it is. As far as Bionic Commando plot twists go, though, it's pretty minor. Oh, whoa! Whoa! What just happened? That was not cool. I like these boxer dudes. They're really big and strong. And... oh, really? I think there must be some input lag or something with my TV. Yes, I'm going with the old input lag excuse. That's right. What? Really? Alright. Yes, I took the cheap approach. Oh, hey, the baton guy is learning. He has lasers this time. Oh. Yeah, so anyway. Alright, that's Area 11 down, and now there's just one more area to go. I have to go kill the mysterious secret boss. So, forward to Area 12. And one last meet up with enemies and descend. At this point I have so much health that I don't even have to try to play smart. I just soak up all the bullets I want. Hit dudes, I don't care, just give me a continue. Whoa. Actually, that's not going so well. Never mind. That's what I get for bragging. Alright, Area 12. This is the end of the game. I actually made it in an hour and a half. That's something. Thanks for sticking with me all this time. And I finally got the last item in the game, the Bulletproof Vest, which I think deflects either 5 or 6 bullets. So, hooray for that. This is a big multi-part level. You have to go fight a bunch of sub-bosses. And also, it's Donkey Kong Jr. So this game has Donkey Kong references in Area 6 with the barrels that fly at you, and then it has the Donkey Kong Jr. electric level reference. That's kind of strange. I guess someone at Capcom really liked Donkey Kong. Or they were like, well, we're designing this for a Nintendo system, we might as well. And then you have to blow up these reactors. When you have the bazooka, it's kind of not a challenge. Quick, cheap hit there, unless you're quick and avoid it. See if I can outrace the sparks. Yes! Two with one blow? The brave little tailor would be proud of me. So, blowing up the reactors causes the, there's like little electrical beams here that are destroyed. I don't actually know what happens if you run around in these areas, but you know, I don't think I actually care. Let's just go find Master D and blow him up. The areas are repeating with different colors and getting ever so slightly trickier. Not a lot trickier, just slightly. So you kind of run through a succession of former bosses here. Oh, you have to kill this guy before you can destroy the reactor. Oh no, I guess you don't even kill the reactor. Oh, okay, that's weird. So much for that. Oh, whoops. That's what I get for reading the chat. Oh, that's not cool. I guess I'll never see my next level. There's no way I'm going to collect almost 50 more bullets. You'll have to make do. I don't know. There's something kind of anticlimactic about that. So now I just retrace my steps. And we're done. You can check out this little depot, see what's over here. Oh, communication room, how nice. It's my hero, Joe, he's talking to me. So this is like when Master Chief and the Arbiter split up to like blow up the Covenant thing and Halo stuff. I don't remember, anyway. Another shield generator is down. And we descend into the depths. Oh, wow. They're kind of serious about keeping me out. Look at all those pencils. So many pencils. And here we go. The plot thickens. Yeah, I ran into this guy at the beginning of the game if you were here for that part of the stream. So anyway, the plot is that they were trying to revive quote-unquote Master D, aka Hitler, from the dead so that he could complete a laser project that the Nazis started and never finished. Anyway, Hitler's like, I'm so awesome that I'm just going to electrocute this dude. Also, if you'll notice, Hitler is really tall, which I don't think history will bear out. But then again, what do I know? Maybe Rad Spencer is just really short. So yeah, they called him Master D, but it's kind of an obvious connection here. I think I know who this guy is. Oh, and he curses. No one does that on Nintendo. I have to fight the Albatross. Not the Albatross, just the Tross. So I have to shoot that red glowing core. There's a special trick to grabbing onto this thing. I'm trying to remember what it is. There we go. That was it. You just grapple like that. Oop. Or not. So you also have to time your attacks or swings with the jets. Like, this is not good timing for me right now, because when the thing hits the edge of the screen, it causes you to fall off. Also, jets can hurt you. That's not so good. And the Albatross is dead. Alright, so the Albatross is gone, and now I'm in the secret part of the base. And hey, it's Hal! I meet Hal. Hi Hal, how's he doing? Oh, I guess Hal's dying. Oh, that's really sad. Sorry Hal. I'll try to make this shot count. So you have to do a Luke Skywalker here. You get one shot, and that's it. Oh, nice! Here we go. Take that, Hitler. Eat bazooka. And finally, I get to talk. Ah! Mein Kopf is exploding! Anyway, so I just destroyed Hitler, I blew up the Albatross, and now the base will explode. So getting a little more Nintendo reference in here, we went from Donkey Kong to Donkey Kong Jr. to Metroid? Alright. We have to fight RoboCop, too. He's kind of a jerk. Ah, I blew it. Oh, man. Harsh. Oh. Oh, well. I made Hitler's head explode, but then RoboCop killed me. Not so cool. We'll figure it out. It's actually possible to kill those RoboCop dudes, but it's really hard and kind of pointless in this very limited time. Oh, come on, you jerk. There we go. Yeah, suck it. Now he can explode, and I will escape. Alright. Game over. Now let's all enjoy Oh, I guess I have to advance the text. Now let's all enjoy me advancing the text. Snake! Snake! And, I guess that's the basic splotting? Yes, it exploded. But wait! There's Dutch, Major Dutch, floating away on the helicopter. The Predator couldn't kill him. Actually, did this game come out before Predator? It might have. When was Predator out? Maybe that was like 86 or 87. And Super Joe looks an awful lot like Han Solo here. Capcom is just ripping off everyone. It's kind of shocking. Yes, also that did resemble the end of Contra quite a bit. Now the credits roll. This game happened 25 years ago. My god. There's something kind of sad about this ending. Like the final dialogue is all actually the framing device for the entire game is Super Joe basically talking about how he's old and how the Bionic Commando replaced him. It's especially sad because there weren't any more Bionic Commando sequels until Bionic Commando Rearmed 2, like 20 years later. So he was replaced and then no one cared. Very sad. Hachan! I would love to know who all these pseudonymous people are. I would like to find them and talk to them and say, why did you make such an amazing game and why didn't you make a sequel? I guess we'll never know. Yeah, Super Joe's all like, I'm an old man, oh god, so old. But then, to make you really sad, you see the date on the story, and it's actually a few years ago. Yeah, Joe's probably dead now. It's really sad. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate you taking the time to bear with me for more than an hour and a half as I played through Bionic Commando, one of the greatest games of all time. Hope you enjoyed it, and join us on Thursday at around the same time for... I think Mike Williams is going to stream something. I don't know what it's going to be. It'll be a potluck, so join us then. Thanks for watching our stream. Please read usgamer.net. Remember that if you leave a comment on our review of Azure Striker Gunvolt by Friday night at midnight, you could win a copy of the game and the cool press kit that was sent out to the media and is really, really awesome. So go to usgamer.net and comment on that review and play some Bionic Commando too, because it's awesome. So thanks everyone for listening. We'll catch you next time.